Hello, everyone, and welcome into this CSN broadcast for this regional soccer matchup. Varsity Girls FSHAA Class 5A between the Manatee Hurricanes and East Lake High School. My name is Trevor Sycamore. Working camera tonight with me is Mr. Mike Byrnes. Both teams in a win or go home scenario here in the regional part of the state tournament. Eastlake starting with the ball, retreating to their defensive line. Now trying to work it up through the middle. Booted up by Kristen Kelly, but Rebecca Byrnes deflects it. Off the Eastlake player, we'll get a goal kick here. Manatee with only one loss on the year hosting this game because they were champions of their district. Eastlake with just 2 losses on the year, 17 wins for them. Here comes the goal kick. To boot it up towards Roberts. But now just headed away. To the midfield comes Eastlake. Krebs are there to stop it. And now Blethen fighting for control. Getting there, but the ball's still bouncing around quite a bit. Now they're finally controlling possession. As Einsman works it up to Schaefer. That ball out of bounds, so we'll get an Eastlake throw. Now up to Roberts. Roberts trying to give it a little give and go there to Schaefer, but runs right behind her. Restarting here with a throw-in. Flick over to the forward. Byrnes is there. Defends it well, knocks it out. That'll be a throw-in. Throw here to restart for Eastlake. Now working it towards the middle, but cleared away by Himes. Silver Eagles still in possession. I'm dribbling it forward. Christensen now on the counter. Roberts has got it. She's got Cornell in front of her. Now hitting Schaefer down the line. Can she beat that last defender? Trying to fight for it, but is worked off possession. Now just knocked out of bounds. The throw going to Christensen. Deflecting off the defender's leg, and that'll be out of bounds. Throw now into the box, into Roberts, but no room to get the shot off. Eastlake clearing it. Christensen the first one to make contact, but now a throw in here for Silver Eagles. Up it goes. There's the flick over. Kane's on possession now, trying to get the ball up to Sydney Cornell, but it's just out of her reach. Ball being cleared all the way up to Emily Caddy. But Byrnes fights that one off, now carrying it up, finding Schaefer at midfield. She tries to bring it back inside, now finding Roberts, trying to send Cornell down the line. We're going to throw in here for Eastlake. Up it goes, it's a short throw. Bouncing around, now going out of bounds again. Eastlake maintaining possession. Throw up to Sargent, but it's intercepted. Now Kirby on possession for the Silver Eagles. Caddy the flick Trying to get Sargent on the through ball. Eastlake now playing around with it in the midfield. Intercepted by Christensen. She carries it forward. Trying to get some space, but dribbles too far out of her own reach, and now it's cleared up. Sending Byrnes all the way back. She's outnumbered there, but does a nice job of getting it away. Up to Schaefer. Schaefer now in the middle, and Himes. Trying to poke it forward, but again, going to be suffocated there. The middle of the field, definitely not a lot of room to work with right now. Through ball being fired over, and Cornell is going to have some space here. Going into the 18. Byrnes her man, but well defended. Fires back at goal, but not enough power on that one. A good job from the Eastlake defender to get in front of Cornell there. Not only block the shot, but also disrupt the rebound. So it was a low-danger shot. Kirby trying to keep possession, but Krebser's on it now for the Canes. Gould now bringing it all the way back to goal. Ball now booted forward, finding Blethen. Off to Krebser, but out of her reach, we'll get a Silver Eagles throw. Right on the edge of their attacking third. Throw in headed away by Blethen. But still in possession. They're trying to get an offsides call there, but the shot is just wide there. From, I believe that's Caddy there on the far left side. A great through ball over the defense. Manatee trying to play that offsides trap. And that was Caddy, the one taking the shot. Boy, almost could have put it anywhere. Parker's lucky that one didn't find the back of the net. Now she kicks it forward to Roberts, but her pass back intercepted. Himes trying to step in front of it. Himes been a good job of working her player off the ball. She'll take the throw here. Up it goes, trying to find Himes. Blethen now knocks it back to Einsman, who just boots it far forward. Gets a little pressure off the defense. Back to goal it goes. And she boots it forward. Himes the first one on it. And the referee playing an advantage play there. He'll give a free kick to Eastlake. There's a long ball forward, a good long ball. Krebs are now able to clear. Goes over Eastlake's foot. Substitution here for the Silver Eagles. Jordan Cicero into the game. She'll take over on that, what appears to be the left back spot. Throw up, deflected off Eastlake there. We'll get a throw here for the Canes. Roberts on it, now switching fields, trying to get some space as Manatee moves forward. Trying to feed it down the middle, but it's intercepted. Possession regained by Blethen. Deflected there, and it sends Lindsay Gould back. She knocks it to the outside. Krebser keeping it in. Now Cornell retreating, trying to get possession. Sliding, a good deflection, a good effort play there from her. We'll get a throw in for Eastlake. Over the head of Blethen, but Krebser's the first one on it. Now an unlucky bounce for the Canes. Krebser just clears it out. Throw in here, trying to get it to Roberts. They do. She tries to boot it forward. Now a good deflection and another good effort there from Himes, but it's out of bounds on the far side right at that midfield line. Christensen working back to get possession. Manatee not picking up their heads enough when they're passing these balls. They've got some open players, but the pace of the game is just making it hard for them to take their time, make the right passes. Well cleared there from Gould. Ball goes up and she'll be called upon again. Knocked back into the middle. Now fired at goal. Just over the crossbar. To give you a little perspective, that was over the crossbar but under that field goal post. Very small window there, so that just tells you how close that ball was. Parker now restarting on the goal kick. Getting it all the way out to Maya Krebser. She's got plenty of room. Booting it forward now, trying to feed Cornell. As that ball goes out of bounds. Manatee with numbers up in the middle, but outnumbered 6-3 in that offensive third. Down goes an Eastlake player. We'll get a free kick. There's the switch of fields all the way to the far side, but Jessica Schaefer's there to give pressure. Heinzman a nice sliding challenge. She knocks the ball out of bounds. We'll get 2 more substitutions here for the Silver Eagles. Ava Abraham and Lindsay Mansfield back into the game. Here's a throw on the restart, deflected by Heinzman. We'll get another throw in here. The trap recovered by Schaefer. Parker now forced to deal with it in front of her own goal. Headed away. Cornell's on it. Thought she had a drop there. Now a couple unlucky bounces. Cornell just having to work it away from a goal-scoring chance. Schaefer with it. Now Himes with it. Down both players go. But too much of the ball, says the referee. No harm there. Byrnes wisely stepping up just to boot that one far into the stands. There's the throw, goes into the box, headed away by Byrnes. Now fired at the keeper. She catches it. Supposed to letting it bounce out of bounds, but close call there. Rather grab it than take the chance. Parker to boot it forward. She does. It's past that midfield line, right to Roberts. Tries to knock it out to Schaefer. Not a lot of offense here from the Canes early on. Very outnumbered when it comes to that defensive end. They're really going either 4-on-6 or 4-on-7 when it comes to offense versus defense. And in turn, that's actually forcing a lot of possessions up to the 3 forward players for Eastlake. Krebser now with a lot of room in front of her. Hard challenge sends her to the ground, but possession retained by Eastlake. Composing the ball now at the midfield. Heisman pressuring the ball carrier. Now booted all the way at goal. It's over Parker's head and into the back of the net. That one's from about 30 yards. That one caught everybody by surprise. And the away team strikes first on this one, as the Silver Eagles take the early lead. Boy, that shot had to have been from at least 30 yards out. Might have been more like 35. When you've got a keeper who's playing too far out of their box and you can notice it, that's just a great job to capitalize. Back up it goes. In a threatening area, but we'll get a free kick here for Manatee. Extending of the hand called there on Eastlake. Byrnes to take. She fires it to the far side. Cornell now to the far side of the field. She gets it up to Roberts. Almost capitalizing off that mistake. Silver Eagles playing around with it. Blethyn the first one on that clear. Bounced over as she's gone to the ground. Krebser intercepting that pass. Now a great through ball here to Morrow. Morrow just can't beat her defender there. Was back into the 18, but good passing from Eastlake. Gets that ball out of danger. Krebser now over everyone's head, getting the ball into Roberts. Will she have space to get it across? She does, but Cornell not there enough, and we'll get a corner kick here for the Canes. Roberts down on the corner of that 6-yard box, but now she's to her feet. We get a pause and play here from the official. Roberts is back up, just slow to get up. Look at the formation here from Eastlake. Not guarding any players, playing zone. I don't know if I've ever seen any team play a corner kick in a zone style at the high school level. I've seen a couple college teams try and play it. Not my style of choice, but it works there. Push in the back from Sargent. We'll get a free kick for Manatee. Krebser receiving the ball, firing it into the 18, but it's headed away. And now Eastlake with a chance to extend that lead, but very well defended by Maya Krebser. He's a very fast Eastlake team. They're definitely challenging the conditioning and positioning of Manatee's defense. Almost swarming them everywhere. Definitely in the defensive end, as we've talked about before, getting numbers back, but always playing those three forwards up at that striker spot, and then a left wing and a right wing player. They're always even with each other, always there to help. Eastlake's formation opting to give away space in the midfield. That's normally what you do when you know you have, say, two midfielders that can run quite a bit. That appears to be what they're doing. Obviously, it's worked so far. They're up 1-0. Blethyn now bringing it through that midfield. Just past the foot of Roberts, but she's still on possession. Krebser with it, trying a through ball, but nobody's there. Nalvin now picking it up for Eastlake. She punts it forward. Blethyn's the first one there, heads it all the way up to Roberts, sending the defense back. Cleared back up to the midfield. Controlled now by Caddy. She tries to knock it wide. Now that ball is going to roll all the way down the baseline, and Byrnes will let it go for a goal kick. Parker restarts from her own goal. Blethen's on possession for the Canes. Ball goes outside to Krebser. Now she knocks it forward. Trying to get it up to Morrow. Christensen barely gets her head on it, and now possession with Eastlake. They boot it far forward. Byrnes trying to be the first one there to it. Now they boot it forward. Gould from that sweeper spot, trying to get it out. Parker now called upon. She gets it forward. Reaching Cornell. Cornell fighting for it at midfield, but it's out of bounds. Ball thrown in there, now knocked into the middle. Eastlake bringing it back to the same player that scored the long shot. She'll take it again. And Kelly trying her luck again from long range. That'll bring us to the first water break of the game. About 19 minutes left in the first half. Eastlake holding on to that 1-0 lead. We'll be back after this. Welcome back into the final 20 minutes of the first half. Here the Eastlake Silver Eagles holding on to a long shot. 1-0 lead over the hosting Manatee Hurricanes. Eastlake on possession here. Getting it up, and Byrnes just clears it forward. You can definitely tell the pressure is on for this defensive unit, but whenever these defenders have space, they're going to have to clear it forward, but keep possession too. Out of bounds Eastlake, we'll get a throw in here for the Canes. Throw in there from Krebser. Can't reach a teammate. Now back to her, and she's forced to just knock it forward. Roberts has it at her feet now. This is where Manatee's dangerous. Through ball to Cornell. Can't she beat her defender there? Not quite, but she'll earn a throw-in out of it. A deep throw-in. Krebser to take this throw-in. Manatee's going to need to get numbers into the box. Blethen now trailing at the top of the 18. There goes the throw. Trying to get to Roberts, but it's just right into the goalie. Nalvin boots it forward. Bouncing past midfield. Krebser heads it up. High kick from Eastlake there. Quick restart. Failed for Manatee. That ball now thrown in the middle. Eastlake on possession, getting it to Sydney Morrow. Her trap is deflected, now deflected again. The Silver Eagles will be back on it. Up the line they go on the far side. Kelly, boy, every time she gets the ball within 30 yards, I just think that she's about to pick her head up and knock it in goal after that first one. Schaefer to the outside. Krebser knocking it up forward. Boy, she has been all over the place this game. She's been called upon many, many times already. We're only 20 minutes in. Morrow knocking it forward. Eastlake well defended there. Ball booted up, deflected by Morrow. That'll go out of bounds. They'll get a throw right at the midfield line. Maya knocking it up, trying to get it to Cornell. She runs down the sideline. Now trying to work her way to possession. Defender wisely getting it into some free space. We'll get a throw in here from Manatee. Krebser now to take it. We'll see if she tries to get it into Roberts, but Roberts almost quadruple teamed. They still try and force it into her anyways. Bounces off the defender, and we'll get a corner kick. I think that's the best case scenario for them. Trying to get that ball into Roberts, but if they're going to have all four defenders key in on her, you might just have to have somebody else step up. Whether it's Morrow or Blethen or somebody else might have to put it away this game. Christensen to take the corner. There it goes. It's a low one. Krebs are trying to reach it. Now Cornell back at goal, and it's well defended. Ball still bouncing around in the 18. Blethen now at goal, deflected by Schaefer. And now finally just kicked out of bounds by Eastlake. Cornell and Blethen had great shots at goal, but just too many bodies in front of the net, deflecting there. The throw tried to get it into Schaefer. Einsman now trying to get the long ball back into Christensen. Blethen's now on it. There's the through ball. They'll get Roberts. She crosses it over, but right into the arms of the goalkeeper. Good positioning there from Nalvin. There's that offensive life we've been waiting to see from the Canes. We know they definitely have it in them. It's just a matter of getting that ball down there. Swing and a miss there on the defense from Morrow, but can Einsman clean it up? She does, and she knocks it out of bounds. Here comes the throw. Trying to get it into Abram. Now into the middle. Roberts forcing the ball all the way back to Nalvin. She'll boot it forward. Schaefer's the first one there, now playing inside. Krebser with it, getting it to Cornell, and Cornell's got some space. She tries to switch fields over to Morrow. Morrow gets it inside to Schaefer. That ball is cleared out. Some real life here from Manatee. We'll get Krebser to throw this one in again. Three defenders all keyed in on Roberts for this one. The throw going inside, trying to get it over to her. Morrow almost had a chance at goal if she could have been one step higher on that one. Byrnes with it, knocking it forward, now outside to Einsman. It goes inside, Christensen's on it. Einsman with it on the outside, but she cannot find Morrow on the far side. Byrnes with almost a clearing header there. Allows Manatee to keep possession. Now Eastlake moving it upfield. Krebser a nice job to defend from Abraham. Quick back throw. That ball goes forward, but it's out of bounds. Krebser throwing it up again. Abraham tapping it out. Krebser restart. She gets it into Cornell, who taps it back to Christensen, who just boots it forward. Nobody there. That'll roll to Nalvin. And she punts it past midfield. Blethen gets it back to Einsman, but the ball's one back. Caddy's got it at her feet. A good move there from her. Now she's down the sideline, getting it into the 18. Abraham will look to turn and fire, cutting it back inside, but Sydney Morrow's there to take it away. She knocks it out of bounds. Really didn't have to do that. Got to have some better communication there. She's got no idea who's behind her, so she did her job getting it out of bounds, but you've got to make sure she knows she can keep possession. Up it goes, all the way to midfield. Now back into the attacking third for the Silver Eagles. Kelly now trying a long shot again, but Parker's right on it. Parker booting it forward, over towards Sydney Morrow. Ball now up past the midfield. Krebser's going to have to beat out Abraham for that one. Strong push in the back there from Abraham. I thought he was saying something to Krebser, but I guess he was saying something to both of them. Krebser knocking it up, trying to feed Roberts. Cornell with it, but that one bounces off her chin. To the outside. Krebser intercepts, just clears it forward. Eastlake now playing with it on their defensive end. Throw in here, I believe Schaefer's the one to take it on the far side for Manatee. She gets it into Blethen. Tries to bring it back inside. Tries to dump it back off to Einsman. Manatee will get another throw in, but that was a dangerous pass back. Einsman getting it into Roberts. Einsman again to throw. Getting it to Blethen. Cleared to Einsman, and now she'll get the long cross in, trying to feed Sydney Morrow. Roberts trying to time that trap from the defender to get there before she could, but she's able to step in there and clear it out. This time I believe Byrnes will take the throw. She does, trying to get it into Roberts. Into the 18, but cleared away. Christensen heading it up. Now back to Maya Krebser. Krebser knocking it forward. Throw in there from Eastlake. They boot it forward. Christensen getting there before anyone else. Now finding Blethen. Blethen getting it outside to Einsman. She works with it. Trying to get it to the middle of that 18 where they had numbers. But is defended well by the Silver Eagles, now carrying it forward. They're going to have Caddy down the line, and there she goes. Can Byrnes position herself well enough? She has so far. Now out of bounds. I believe that was off Caddy. But they're going to give it to Eastlake on the throw. Caddy restarts. A great sliding clear there from Byrnes. A threatening throw in here for the Silver Eagles. And Krebs are called upon to just knock it away. Kelly the first one there for Eastlake. Defended well by Einsman, and that ball goes out of bounds for a throw-in. There's the throw. Blethen's there, the first one to get it. She knocks it up forward. Roberts is sprinting to it, trying to capitalize off of a mishandle, but there was none there. Lindsay Gold stepping to defend that through ball. Christensen, now a great pass to Morrow. Morrow switching fields to Schaefer. Can she get on it before it goes out? She does. She knocks it forward. Now trying to get back possession. She has it. Trying to get it over to Roberts. Schaefer still working for it. White throw. Into the 18 it goes. Here comes Cornell. Cornell sliding to take the shot. Christensen now looking for space, but cleared out by Eastlake. Krebs are heading it forward. Gould now on it. She'll look to just knock it into space. She does, switching fields. Einsman now booting it forward, trying to find Roberts. Off the defender. Can Christensen work her way to possession? But what a game from defender Dominique Nelson of Eastlake. She is that last line of defense and has saved her team from at least 2 goals on my count. Now this is her having the ball, making the right move once again. She carries it up, now into the midfield. 2 minutes left on the clock, which means it's all on the referee now, how much extra time he wants to warrant. Deflected away off Eastlake. We'll get a throw. Manatee trying to play off this end of the half momentum. Byrnes throwing it in. Looking for Cornell. It's knocked out of bounds. Byrnes will take it once again. The ball is up. They get it into Roberts. She's got it goal side. Getting it over the middle. Trying to find Morrow. Morrow getting it back to Cornell. Knocking it at goal, and it's just wide. I'm sure Nalvin will take her time with this goal kick. Trying to put it in the referee's hands. She knocks it forward. Blethen's the first one on it. Heading it back into the 18. Cleared out, and Morrow's on it. Morrow gets it back into Christensen in the middle. But Caddy now winning it back for Eastlake. Up to Kelly. Kelly now worked off possession by Cornell. Throw in Eastlake here. Eastlake taking a throw on the far side of the field. Getting it into Caddy. Einsman fighting it off, and we'll get another throw in. Another it goes. Headed away by Cornell. And now Kelly with some space. She'll take another long shot, and the back of the net again. Those are 2 shots from long range. The first one from 30 yards. The second one from about 25. That time Parker on a full dive couldn't even get to that one. 2-0, Silver Eagles. Blethen back on it. Now the Canes to restart. Caddy intercepting that one. Now she'll race Einsman down the line. Caddy looking for space. Einsman works her off the ball. Free kick given here to Manatee. Einsman will take this one. Ball's up in the air, headed towards midfield. Cornell trying to trap it. Abraham trying to intercept, but Cornell maintains possession. Into the middle she goes. Now through ball all the way down to Morrow. Can Morrow get there before her defender does? It's off of Morrow, and it'll go for an Eastlake throw-in. Throw up and high. Headed out by Christensen. Another throw in bounds. Morrow the first one there to that one. But Abraham is on it for Eastlake. She'll sprint down the field. Caddy is now on it. Going to the outside. Now defended by Byrnes. Now they're giving Eastlake a free kick in a dangerous position. I'm sure that Kristen Kelly will be the one to take this one, and it is her. It'll be a direct kick. Here's the shot. It's at goal, but Parker's on it. Able to catch that one. That's the first half as Eastlake will go into this one. Road Warriors up 2-0 on the hosting Manatee Hurricanes. We'll be back for the second half right after this. Restarting this second half of action here in the regional quarterfinal match between the Manatee Hurricanes and the East Lake Silver Eagles, who are holding a 2-0 lead. Both goals off the foot of Caitlin Kelly. Puts the home team down in the hole by 2 goals. Manatee definitely trying to get Roberts involved as much as they can, but you can tell Eastlake did their homework. They're keying in on her. She hasn't been much of a threat this game, but I will say 2-0. It's the most dangerous lead in soccer, so that's what I was told growing up and playing the game. Here we see Manatee starting off this half with possession, getting it forward, trying to feed Roberts. Schaefer saving that one from going out of bounds. Einsman's back on it. She'll give it in the middle. Krebs are moving to the inside now. And now County might have some space at goal for Eastlake. She does. Can she put that one away? It's off the bar and it's across the line. They start this half with a spirit-crushing third goal from the speedy Caddy. So tough for Manatee being down 2 goals in a lose and go home situation. You're telling Einsman, who plays that right back position, you're going to tell her to creep up a little bit because she's a great asset on offense with that long ball. But right there, that's just a situation of perfectly exploiting that strategy with a speedster up front. Caddy was able to blow right by that defense because it was pushed up so far. And here we sit at 3-0. Manatee now with Morrow on it. Getting up is deflected, Christensen. And now Blethen in the middle. She gets it outside to Einsman. Einsman cutting it back. Now to the middle of the field. Going far side to Morrow. Morrow now booting it at goal. But it rolls right into Nalvin's arms. And she punts it forward. Christensen trying to corral it there. Eastlake trying to go wide with that one, but it's deflected out of bounds, and they'll take a throw in. They restart, throwing it back to the midfield. Now working it across from their backs. Caddy back on possession, now getting it out wide. Back in the middle, cutting it forward. Caddy looking for space. Switching fields, intercepted by, I believe, Morrow. Morrow again called upon, she gets it out. Cornell working it up, now Morrow at midfield, trying to get it through to Roberts. Christensen now hitting it in the middle to Krebser. Krebser to the outside. Linesman just cannot quite get there. The ball thrown down the line from Eastlake, but it's out of bounds. Byrnes now restarting for the Canes. She throws it up, trying to feed Krebser. Blethen with it now in the middle, but it's knocked away from her. We'll restart with a free kick after a challenge on the back from Byrnes. Here's the drive into the 18. And hey, very well. Offsides trap played there from Manatee. They had about all 5 Eastlake attackers. Offsides, a good job there from them to step up. Headed away, it'll go out of bounds. Canes will restart with a throw-in. Kelly getting it back to her back line. A lot of patience here from Eastlake. Of course, they can afford to show it, being up 3 goals. Now at the edge of the 18 again. Byrnes forced to knock it forward. Caddy's on it. She's onside. Rips it across. Byrnes is right on it and then clears it out. Linesman throwing it in. Byrnes beating Caddy to the ball. Cross ball headed away by Cornell. Goal's out of bounds, and we'll get an Eastlake throw in. Krebser now booting it forward, trying to feed Schaefer. She's got a defender in front of her, and now she goes right around. Into the middle it goes. Christensen's back on it. Now she knocks it forward to Roberts. Roberts might have some space here into the 18. Knocked away from her, and that'll be a corner kick. Christensen to take this corner. In it bends. Far post ball. Blethen's the first one there, but mistimes the jump, and that one goes over the bar. Nalvin quick off the goal kick. Manatee's pressure forces that one to go out of bounds. They throw it up. Cannot maintain possession. Now Caddy's got it for Eastlake. Putting it up high. Byrnes the first one on it. Sends it into numbers. But again cleared away. Header up. Krebs are trying to win possession. Through it goes. Eastlake now on it. They knock it forward. Lindsey Gould able to get it up to Schaefer. Heinzman now knocking it into the middle. Cornell's got it. There's the through ball. Could have had Roberts in a dangerous spot. Cornell trying to beat the pass out. And now a long ball there from the far side. Blethen now with it in the middle for the Canes. Schaefer's on it. She's got Roberts in the middle but cannot get it to her with no one around her. That one was an easy goal if they could have got it to her feet, but easier said than done on that pass. Knocked out, we'll get an Eastlake throw in. Krebs are trying to work Kelly off the ball. And now they'll get a foul on Kelly. Quick restart from Krebser, but it's whistled back. Heinzman will take this one. Manatee very spread out along that 18-yard line. There's the hand. Into the box it goes, just to the edge, but it's headed away. Now Eastlake on the counter. They've got a lot of speed here, moving it forward. Now they've got numbers. Into the box it goes. Now it's a cross just over the head of their striker. Heinzman making Caddy miss. Ball goes up, almost getting to Roberts. She's still threatening here. Now Cornell's on it. Trying to feed Roberts herself. Now down the line she goes. Trying to cut it back. She is down and she appears to be hurt. Holding her knee now. She's slow to get up, but is up. Heinzman booting it up. There's the bounce and the keeper will be on it. Ball goes forward. Morrow challenging. Out of bounds, Canes throwing. Eastlake will get it back in the midfield line. Throw it forward. Krebser challenging. Hitting it up. Getting the ball to the feet of Roberts. Now a through ball. Trying to get it to Schaefer, but it's far out of her reach. Alvin will knock it forward. Blethen's the first one on it. Heading it right back into the 18. Cornell on the run. But now we'll punt this one back up. Krebs are heading the deflection back up for Manatee. And now Blethen's on it. She'll run it forward. Trying to get it through to Schaefer. Well defended there from Eastlake. Knocked away by Einsman. Kelly still in possession. Now Caddy with it. Knocking it back inside. Eastlake having numbers on the offensive side. Cornell doing a good job of bodying her way into possession. The official opting to stop play there instead of giving advantage. Normally when you see that, you'll see a card be pulled, but nothing there from Eastlake. Dalvin punting this one up. It's towards the midfield line. Byrnes clearing it back forward, trying to keep it in bounds to Schaefer, but it's out. The throw goes in, but Christensen's the first one there. Trying to pass it back to Krebser, but Krebser didn't realize that play had resumed. Now she's on. Knocking it forward. Roberts trying to beat her defender to the ball. They knock it forward. Now again it goes. Morrow trying to beat the attacker to it. She does. Knocks it out of bounds harmlessly. Crowd not happy with the decision for an Eastlake throw. Out of bounds. Kirby heading it back into the middle for Eastlake, trying to find Caddy in the middle. Gould defending. Now Kirby back on it. Byrnes wisely heads it away. Back into the 18. Byrnes called upon again. I believe we'll get an offsides call. Free kick nonetheless here for the Canes. Einsman knocking it forward, trying to find Christensen. Ball now going down the sideline, and Cornell chases it. Nelson defending it well, but Cornell's got it in the 18. Across it goes, but just into the hands of the keeper. She had Roberts on the far post if she could have got it through. Deflected and won by Eastlake. Now a pass, a swing and a miss. Byrnes bringing it up. She gets it through, trying to feed either Cornell or Roberts. Well, that one deflected off. Alvin knocks it forward. Gould heading it up. McCaddy's on it for Eastlake. Krebser winning that one back. There's the through ball. Intercepted again by the defender. Byrnes now a long ball up, but Schaefer well offsides. Free kick up, headed away by Byrnes. Knocked away. And it'll be a Canes throw in. Lindsay Gould will come out. Kyra Himes will come in. Krebs are throwing it forward. Now Eastlake booting it into the middle. Linesman having to work caddy off possession, an unlucky bounce. Leads to a chance now for Eastlake. Goal kick here for the Canes. Trying to hear what Caddy was saying to the official. She believes she was pushed down. The official did not think so. The ball knocked far and forward. We'll get a throw in right in the neutral field for Eastlake. Byrnes heading it forward. Roberts now getting the deflection, but it's out on her. We'll get another Silver Eagles throw in. Linesman knocking it forward. She's going to have Roberts. Roberts now with space. Can she get the shot off? She does, but it's a light tap right to the keeper. Not a real goal-scoring threat there on really the first opportunity Roberts has had one-on-one with the keeper all game. Morrow working her way to possession. Byrnes with it now, knocking it forward. Headed away by Eastlake. Now going to the outside, but Schaefer's the first one there for it. She's got some space down the sideline, and there she'll take it. Trying to get it into Roberts at the top of the 18, but it's just knocked away. Kirby Amaro fighting for it on the far side. Linesman trying to get it away from Caddy, but Caddy's still in possession. Now getting it to the outside. Moving up with the ball is Eastlake. Linesman now poking it away. Good job from her. Byrnes knocking it forward. Now she's got Schaefer. Can Schaefer beat the defender there? She could have, but she could not beat that goalie to the ball. Alvin an aggressive line, but had to be to go out and get that one. Alvin boots it forward. I'm almost starting to wonder if we're going to get a water break here at all in the second half. We're well under 20 minutes. Probably about 15 minutes left to go on that scoreboard clock. So I'm not sure what the officials' watch is saying unless they've agreed upon to not have it. Himes has it now. Schaefer with it. Now she's got some space moving forward. She tries to feed Roberts on the outside. Roberts with space, trying to get it back in the middle. Blethen to get to it, but it's right back at the keeper, a diving chance. And she saves that one. There's the punt forward. Christensen's the first one there. Out of bounds, we're going to throw in for Manatee. Now we see the energy kind of ramp up from the Canes. Down 3 goals, they'll certainly have to work quick. Byrnes up to take the throw. There it is into the 18, trying to get to Roberts. Actually gets over to Christensen. Now ball out of bounds again. They'll get another throw. Into the 18 it goes, but rolling right to the goalie off a deflection. Get another punt here from Nalvin. That one not quite reaching the midfield line. Byrnes knocking it up, trying to feed Blethen. Now Cornell trying to outwork Nelson. That's a tough matchup. Blethen keeping it inbounds. Now with some space into the 18, but just out of her reach, and Nelson's able to get that ball out. Into the 18 it goes, but it's cleared away by the Silver Eagles. Krebs are working her way to clear that one. Now we'll reach the water break. Official says we've got about 16 minutes left in this one. Manatee down 3-0. They'll have to work quick. We'll be back after this. Final 15 minutes to play in this one, this regional matchup in the FSHAA Class 5 District Varsity Girls Soccer matchup between the hosting Manatee Canes and the Eastlake Silver Eagles. Manatee finding themselves at home in a 3-0 hole. If they can come back here and even tie this game up, that will be certainly a comeback for the ages. We'll see if they can do it. I'm sure that they've switched their formation. Now Roberts might have some space, getting it into the 18. Here she comes, right at goal, gets it through, and it's in! There's one! Meredith Roberts! And I believe that's Sydney Cornell, who sprinted to get that ball in the net, wasn't going to let any time get off that clock, and immediately sprinted and put it back onto the midfield. Now we'll just wait on the official. The official now addressing the crowd. And the official now walking over to the crowd, I believe forcing whoever has an air horn in the crowd to leave. I can't see what else he would be calling there. I did see that he pulled out a yellow card. And when you're the home team, that is something that can happen. The crowd and the atmosphere can be issued a card, but I have no idea what he just issued it for. My guess is the air horn. That's pretty ridiculous if it is. This is a regional quarterfinal. You gotta let home field be home field. Now Eastlake trying to counter. Trying to get that 3-goal lead back. Caddy now into the 18. Makes her move. She's taking on too many numbers now. Back it goes. Here's a long shot at goal, but it's a slow roller. Christensen intercepts that one. Manatee again with numbers. Christensen trying to get it up to Roberts. Roberts might have some space again. She knocks it back at goal. She had Cornell wide open if she could have just passed it across. But I'm sure full field sprint after full field sprint, you're just trying to get any kind of contact on that one. This place would have gone insane if that one would have went in. Nalvin knocking it up. Manatee playing 4 forwards now. Byrnes sliding for the challenge, and she'll be called. Won't get a card on that one. But she sends Abraham to the ground. Blue now kicking it forward. Byrnes heading it away. Caddy's the first one to it. But Einsman gets it. And they'll give the throw into Eastlake. Goodness, that is just not the right call. Ball now going into the 18. Palmer's on it. She opts to throw it. Getting it to Blethen. Blethen letting the ball get past her. Krebs are heading it up to Byrnes. Byrnes now booting it up to the midfield. Manatee's got to get numbers back in attack. They've got to get Blethen to move farther up. Byrnes now kicking it forward. Manatee needs numbers. Too many players in the midfield right now. Caddy knocking it forward, but that is out of bounds. Einsman up. Himes trapping it. Getting it to the middle. There goes the ball up. Krebser's got it. Now Blethen on the attack. Inside to Byrnes. It's out of her reach. Nelson and Byrnes fighting for it. Nelson will dribble it forward. Taking her time, now getting it to Kelly. Kelly knocking it far and out. And that ball going out of bounds. Restart here with an Eastlake throw. And it goes. Morrow stepping in front of it. Canes will take over from a throw-in. Trying to restart quickly here, but Cindy Cornell is surrounded. Trying to beat Nelson to that ball, but Nelson just boots that one forward. Christensen trying to win it with a header. Instead, she does with her feet. Through ball goes there, but Nelson too smart. Can't fire those direct passes with Nelson there. Byrnes laying out to get possession back. She intercepts it, but no one there on her team. Cornell trying to get it forward. Now trying to give the through ball to Schaefer, but she just put it too much towards the goal. Alvin now knocking it forward. Christensen trying to be the first one there, but instead Caddy's got it, knocking it forward, trying to feed Abraham. Abraham's got it now behind the defense, but the ball knocked away from her. Ball kicked out of bounds. Morrow had a lot more space than she really thought she did. Oh, we get an Eastlake throw right on the edge of the 18. Into the box it goes. Headed away by Morrow. Christensen now boots it forward, and that'll be out of bounds. We'll get another Eastlake throw in. About 10 minutes left to go in this one. Manatee still down 2. Still needs 2 to keep their season alive. Up goes that header. Blethen winning it, now just knocking it forward. Can Roberts get behind Nelson? She tries to knock it forward, but Nelson's right there. Dangerous clear there. But now they all finally get it all the way back up. Caddy's on it. Now Abraham with it. Abraham to the outside. And here come the Silver Eagles. At goal it goes, but it's just over the bar. Goal kick here from Manatee. They got to hurry up. There's the kick forward, not finding a teammate. Krebs are now heading it up. Christensen trying to take it outside. Kelly's trying to work her off possession. Einsman now getting it up to Roberts, but it's out of her reach. Ball being knocked into the 18. That punt up the midfield now. Byrnes flicking it forward. Cornell back to Himes. Himes getting it to Schaefer. Schaefer down the sideline to Einsman. Einsman just can't get there in time to keep it in. Out of bounds here. Silver Eagles to take the throw. Getting up into Abraham. But Krebser's the first one to kick possession. Ball going up. Abraham trying the flick, and they might have Caddy with some space here. Caddy staying with it. A good move there from her. Now taking the space given to her. Cutting it back. Trying to switch fields, and there it goes. Well defended there from Morrow to get that one out. Christensen's on it. Byrnes trying to get some possession. Deflecting it up near Schaefer, but too many players to get in front of that one. Einsman now on the ground. Here's a chance for Eastlake. Morrow has to be there. She is. Himes with it in her own 18, booting it forward, finding Roberts. Roberts gets it out to Schaefer. Boots it to the midfield, finding Cornell. Cornell challenging Nelson, but Nelson winning it. Nelson to the sideline, and Caddy's got it. Caddy would try to feed Abraham, and there goes a through ball. Palmer rifles it off of Abraham, and we'll get a throw in for Manatee. Palmer's got to slide and pick that one up. In comes Blethen, trying to get possession. Deflected off her, and we'll get an Eastlake throw-in. Blue throw. Well defended by Morrow. Now defended by Blethen. Rolling back. Now kicked into the midfield. Byrnes has it in the middle. Tries to get it outside to Schaefer, but she is surrounded. Roberts now finally gets it outside. Kicking it up, trying to get it over Nelson in the defense. Now Roberts has a chance to take an angle. Gets it inside to Cornell. Cornell's got some space. Kicks it a goal, and it's off the post! How unlucky is that? Roberts, now the danger's not over. She crosses it. Well defended. The ball is out. Schaefer still got it. She kicks it in. We'll get a corner kick for Manatee. My, oh my. For a game that was 3-0 with 15 left to play, this has been no short of drama here. When you think about it, if Blethen could have put her shot away, if Roberts could have put her first shot away, and Cornell could have put that one, we might have had a tie ball game right now. Schaefer knocks it into the middle, far over everyone, trying to go back post. Now Blethen trying to get some space. In the middle it goes. Himes now knocks it at goal, but it's just wide. About 5 minutes left to play here in this one. Eastlake still holding on to that 3-1 lead. There's the kick forward. Head away by Blethen, but it's out of bounds. Throwing from Eastlake to the back line. They're just trying to keep it up and in. They knock it out, and Krebser's going to have to beat Abraham there. She does. Goes back to Palmer. And a great clear there from Palmer. You would have liked to try and keep that one in bounds, but she did well with what she had to do. There's the throw. Inside. Himes now trying to get it up to Cornell. Speedy Cornell is with it, trying to get it up to Roberts, but it's out of her reach. Now enforcing them the pressure before she picks it up. Now that 10-second goalie starts. Booting it up to midfield. Krebs are knocking it into Himes. Himes challenged by Kelly at midfield. Heinzman trying to get it over to Byrnes. Byrnes doing a nice job of working her way to possession. There's Schaefer. Himes now with it. A good cut back there from her. Trying to get a through ball to anybody who might be making a run. Desperate times here for Manatee. There's the punt forward. Byrnes heading it up. Got into an area where there was numbers, but only finding the head of the defender first. Button's now got it. Into the midfield she goes. Trying to feed Schaefer on the sideline. And now Roberts trying to feed Schaefer. Throw in here, finding Byrnes going into the 18. She was able to trap it around the defender, but couldn't get her body around to finish the shot. Up goes the punt. I'd imagine 2 minutes left to play here. Cribs are winning possession. Roberts doing everything she can to get her team an offensive touch. But Eastlake still on it. Krebs are a good defensive play there. That would have been dangerous had she not cleared that one at that time. Now Abraham's on it. And if Eastlake can get it, they'll have numbers. They do. It's a 3-on-1 here for Eastlake. Getting it across the middle to Caddy. Now Einsman back, and Caddy knocks it towards goal, and it's punched away by Parker. Corner kick upcoming here for Eastlake. And the Silver Eagles will surely take their time with this one. Here's a corner at the 6-yard box. Krebser knocks it away. Cornell's the first one on it. She knocks it forward, but too many Eastlake defenders there. Christensen doing her best to work possession. She gets it. Now outside to Schaefer. Schaefer moving back inside, now getting it to Roberts, but Nelson intercepts. Out to the sideline it goes. Knocked forward. Caddy hits it up. Now getting it to Roberts on the outside. Roberts with space, hitting it into the 18. Cornell the first one there, and it bounces off a couple players, and we'll get another corner kick. Good effort there from Cornell. She didn't score the goal, but she earned her team a corner, a much needed one. Here comes Schaefer, driving it low. Trying to find Cornell. She rips it at goal, but it's over the crossbar. Substitution here from Eastlake. You can't imagine there's much time left on that clock. Alvin booting it forward. And that'll be it. There's the final whistle. The Canes fall at home by a score of 3-1. Kristen Kelly, the star of this one, netting both of those early goals for the Eastlake Silver Eagles. For everyone at CSN, I'm Trevor Sikkema. Thanks for tuning in.